Hello everyone, welcome back to Check Your Altitude Barbecue. I'm Dave Chapman, and for today's cook, we're going to be smoking a pork loin. So come along with me, I'm going to show you how I do it. So the first thing we need to do with this pork loin is we need to get it all trimmed up. We need to see if there's any loose pieces of meat, loose pieces of fat, things like that. And then we're going to take a look and see if we need to trim the fat cap at all. So this side looks pretty good. So I'm going to flip over here and take a look. This is going to be okay right here, but this piece right here, there's a little bit too much fat there for my liking. So I'm just going to take some of that off. So I'm just going to I'm not going to take it all, but I want to take some of it. So I just kind of slide that knife in there and get that fat. We're going to reduce it down a little bit because we don't want quite that much. We want to leave a little bit there to make sure that we get some of that nice flavor down into that meat, but for right now that's a little bit too much for my liking. So I'm going to take all this off. All right, it's time to get this beautiful piece of meat seasoned up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a binder. And for today, I'm just going to be using a little bit of olive oil. All the olive oil is going to do is going to coat the pork loin so that the seasoning is going to stick to it. So I just pour a little bit on, rub it in real good, make sure I get the sides, flip it over, put some on here too. Just coat it real good. That's all I've got to do. We're going to be using Meat Church D's Nuts Pecan Rub. That's what we're going to use for our smoke today. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on liberally. Make sure I coat everywhere. If there's any creases, I'm going to get down in that a little bit. Make sure I get the sides really good. Get the end here. All right, I'm gonna give it a flip. We're gonna do this side as well. Just get it on there nice and thick. I found I really like this pecan seasoning from Meat Church. It's got great flavor, smells amazing, and I've done it on ribs, I've done it on pork butts, and I really like the way it turns out. So get some on the sides here. Just make sure I get everything coated up as best as possible. It also adds a great color to the meat once it gets on that smoke. All right, it's time to get this pork loin on the smoker. Today I'm using my Camp Chef Smoke Pro SE. It's a little bit smaller smoker. I didn't feel like cranking up the big 1150 Pit Boss, so today we're going to use the smaller one. It's running at about 225 degrees, 225 degrees. So we're going to get this pork loin on here. I'm just going to get it in here, get it set kind of in the middle here. Then I'm going to get my temp probe, get it kind of right about in the middle of the thickest part, and we're going to monitor that. We're going to go anywhere from about 140 to 145 degrees with this. This is not pulled pork, so we're not going to go to 200 degrees. So we're going to slice it. So about 140 to 145 degrees, and it'll be done. So this probably should take about 2.5 to 3 hours. So we'll come back and check on it in a few minutes. We're going to spritz it about every hour or so, and then we'll get it going. All right. All right. She's going to take a nap in the smoke. We'll be back in a few minutes. We are back out here with our smoker and our pork loin on there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but pork loin's at about 83 degrees, and it's running, it says 221 right now, but it's kind of cycling back and forth. So it's been an hour, so we're going to open this up and we're going to spritz it. What I have here is just a 50-50 mix of apple juice and apple cider vinegar. So we're going to open that up. It's starting to dry out just a little bit, so it's about time for us to get that spritz on it. So I'm just gonna make sure to get it good. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to wash any of that seasoning off, but we want to get it nice and moist on the outside again. And we're going to check back in about another hour. We're back again, and we're going to spritz this again. It's been about 45 minutes, so we're going to spritz it one more time and see where we're at. It's running about 108 degrees on the temp probe, so we're getting there. All right, so we're going to open it up. And spritz it down one more time and close it up. The pork loin has reached an internal temperature of about 135 degrees. We have one final step to do, and that is to put some barbecue sauce on it and kind of glaze it, just to kind of get that finishing sauce and color on it. So we're going to do that next. I have some barbecue sauce here. It's a homemade barbecue sauce. I use a little bit of Jim Beam peach whiskey, some brown sugar, honey, and a little bit of that D's nuts rub. So we're going to put that on here. We'll brush it in real good. Make sure I get the sides really good. All right. So there we go with that. We are going to let that now go ahead and finish up until we get that 142 to 145 degrees. All right. So here's our beautiful pork loin. We're going to cut into this and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to go right here in the middle. Cut down right nice through it, nice. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's just oozing juice, and it just you can't smell it, but it just smells amazing. So we are going to go ahead and slice this up and get it ready to eat. And I hope you enjoyed it with us today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to check your altitude. If you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button, give us a like on the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.